As you may know from a previous video, Jess and I went to Kingston to visit Fort Henry not too long ago. If you're interested, you can see those videos here. The tickets came with a special offer. With our paid admission to Fort Henry, we were entitled to something called the Two Worlds, One Price promotion. The idea being that the tickets are valid for another regular season admission at either Upper Canada Village, Fort Henry, or any of the day-use beaches. Kind of a neat promotional idea which gets you out to enjoy another attraction during the season. Since Kat and I visited Upper Canada Village a few years ago during the fall season for their fall crop harvest, and since Upper Canada Village was listed as one of the sites on the tickets, I decided it might be an idea to check out the fall harvest once again. Now, since Kat was not interested in another fall harvest visit, Jess and I decided we would go together. Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Kat.
And we're the Traveling Wildberries. We left in the morning after dropping Kat at work. The weather was nice and was expected to be fairly pleasant and warm for the next couple of days. As we made our way down Highway 31, we passed a home hardware store which reminded me of the tulips that Kathy wanted. They are supposed to look like the red Canadian maple leaf when they sprout and are apparently only available at Home Hardware. By the time I processed the possibility of stopping, it was too late. We had already driven past, so I let go, figuring that we'd get them another time. Well, as it turns out, there are quite a few home hardware stores on this stretch of road, and we happened upon another one not too far down the road. So we decided to stop. Turns out this store only had the 100 pack, which were $47 or something like that. Way too many bulbs and way too rich for my budget. We decided not to get them here, but the lady did say that they may have some at the other home hardware in town not too far from Upper Canada Village. When we got back into the rig, I noticed the fridge was not firing up on the gas setting. This could be an issue. I reset it a couple of times, but to no avail. I decided we would backtrack a little bit to an RV place we passed on the route. The fellow was really nice and quite helpful. When I explained what was going on, he got me to reset it again on the inside while he checked things out at the access panel on the outside. As it turns out, it fired up. I have a feeling it was just a loose connection or something like that, because to this day it has not been an issue at all again. I kind of doubt it had anything to do with the rig not being level enough, because we were not critically unlevel when we tried it in the home hardware parking lot. In any case, it was quite a relief to get it going and not have to consider an ice-filled styrofoam cooler as a quick fix in order to continue on our journey. Granted, that would have worked as a temporary fix, but... So off we went, on the road again, as Willie might say. After parking at Upper Canada Village, we headed into what appeared to be a very quiet-looking reception area. Shall we look at those seasonal tickets yet again? Oh yeah, there we go. In my defense, the lady did say that the fall season at Upper Canada used to run a little further into the fall back a few years ago, so my memory of going there later in the season for the harvest was actually accurate. It would seem that they close up a little earlier now. Oh well, we decided we would scout around on Google Maps to see if we could find something else to do. We noticed a home hardware just down the road in Ingleside, so we decided we would saunter over there to grab those tulip bulbs for Kat. They indeed had them, and the 25 pack as well, so it was much more reasonable for our needs. We drove by the prehistoric world, since it was here in Morrisburg, just to see what it was all about. It was closed for the season as well. We stopped at the Timmy's for a coffee and checked out Google for anything that may seem interesting. We found a beautiful park in Morrisburg, South Dundas, which was right on the St. Lawrence, so we hung out there for the day. We had some burgers on the barbecue and basically enjoyed the beautiful park. We flew the mini drone. watched the huge ships passing by carrying their wares up and down the St. Lawrence.
22 in Prescott. Warm mix 96.1.
This Crookshank Amphitheater was an interesting venue in the park as well. Even though there didn't seem to be any signs saying no overnight parking, it didn't seem to be a good place to boondock for the night. So we decided we would hang out here and do some stargazing for a while and then find another spot for us to do the overnight. The large harvest moon was a highlight of the evening as it seemed to just suddenly appear in the eastern sky. After enjoying the night sky for a while, we headed for our boondocking spot and basically just went straight to sleep. We were awakened quite early by a lone truck turning down the isolated road, so we headed over to the nearest Tim's in search of a coffee and a Wi-Fi connection so we could plan the next adventure. And that adventure turns out to be a famous shipwreck not too far down the road. So be sure to come back and see that exciting journey in the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, be good to yourself and to each other.